Malaysia, Malaysia, Malaysia. I have a few questions for you. Number one, why the food is so good in Malaysia?
To be honest, I don't think so. Well, I traveled to Vietnam and Cambodia just before that, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here today, guys, we are in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, in a beautiful building.
True differences in Malaysia as someone who lives in Europe. Number one, smoking here is not that popular and it's also not allowed in many places. Even completely open air areas like Big Square have smoking forbidden, which is something you would never see in Europe.
Three things I bet you didn't know about Penang, Malaysia. 1. Penang.
All of it is that all that medication, the checkup, everything came to 44 ringgit, which is less than a prescription would probably cost you in the UK. It's actually crazy.
Kenapakah pelancong dari Eropa yang datang dari negara-negara modern, kaya, dan serba lengkap boleh tiba-tiba terdiam apabila menjejak kaki di Malaysia? Kenapa mereka yang sudah menjelajah banyak negara mengaku bahwa Malaysia sangat berbeza, lain daripada apa yang mereka bayangkan, dan jauh lebih istimewa daripada mana-mana negara lain yang pernah mereka lawat? Apa yang Malaysia ada yang membuat orang Eropa jatuh cinta? Bukannya pada bangunan tinggi sahaja, tetapi pada perasaan yang negara ini berikan. Hari ini, Arus Story bongkarkan kisah yang membuka mata dunia. Perkara pertama yang orang Eropa selalu akui ialah Malaysia jauh lebih moden daripada apa yang mereka fikirkan. Selama ini, media luar sering melukis Malaysia sebagai negara membangun, kononnya ketinggalan, panas, dan tidak teratur. Tetapi bila mereka tiba, persepsi itu hilang sekelip mata. Mereka terkejut melihat KLCC menjulang seperti ikon global. Sistem MRT dan LRT antara paling moden di Asia, pusat beli belah bertaraf dunia. Jalan raya luas dan tersusun. Bandar beri dan penuh kehidupan. Ada pelancong berkata, Malaysia lebih moden daripada beberapa bandar di Eropa. Dalam satu hari, mindset mereka berubah sepenuhnya. Sebab kedua yang buat orang Eropa jatuh cinta ialah suasana hidup Malaysia yang lebih tenang dan mesra. Di Eropa, pelancong sering tertekan dengan masyarakat yang dingin, orang tak suka menegur, cara yang kasar, sistem yang terlalu tegas, kehidupan yang bergerak terlalu cepat. Tetapi di Malaysia, mereka rasa seperti berada di tempat yang menyembuhkan. Mereka kagum kerana orang Malaysia senyum tanpa dipaksa, pemandu memberi laluan, pekerja restoran melayan dengan sopan, masyarakat pelbagai kaum hidup harmoni, orang tidak menghakimi pakaian atau rupa mereka. Semua orang kelihatan lebih santai dan bahagia. Pelancong dari UK mengaku, Malaysia lebih mesra daripada negara kami sendiri. Ramai pelancong Eropa berkata, di Malaysia, kami tidak merasa seperti orang asing. Dan bagi mereka, inilah keistimewaan yang tak wujud di banyak negara lain.
But I don't understand why. He's fine.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, why me of MashaAllah? I don't understand. It's the first time, it's like 2 a.m. now.
Because you are European.
It's not about this, okay? Because
you are orange pussy.
It's been 3 months in Asia, like it has to be fixed, and I've never had this problem before, so I don't know what's going on today with humidity, but like, wow.
We are in a country where people live on trees, ride elephants to work, and send pigeons instead of emails. This is one of Malaysia's largest pokocks. Like Bill O'Reilly once said, Malaysia has no money, and that's not a problem. Let me show you how we buy things here. By the way, all the expensive shops here, it is all Photoshop. Without editing and special effects, it looks like this. I'm looking for a shoe to climb pokok. Like strong. One shoe, and I give 1 egg.
I wish you could, but you can't.
Final offer, 1 egg, 1 pisang. Yeah. Okay, terima kasih. I hope you enjoyed the Malaysian jungle tour. Wartawan Anda, Alexi Brock.
Hi, I'm an American currently staying in Malaysia, and I wanted to talk to you about what I think about the weather here. So today we came out and we took a walk to the beach, and it is gorgeous. We love the views and we're loving the weather. For context, Today it is about 32 degrees Celsius here, just under 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Where we come from in the United States in the South, it very often exceeds 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It even quite often exceeds 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is something that's not common here from what we've learned and what we've seen online and from what we've talked to people. The weather that we're seeing right now is pretty much how it is all the time, and this is amazing. I have zero complaints. Everyone expected us to be so hot and think it was so humid, but I guess we're just so used to that in Oklahoma that this feels like a vacation. It's great.
Malaysia, Malaysia, Malaysia. I have a few questions for you. Number one, why the food is so good in Malaysia? I could eat 10 times a day in Malaysia. I love the food. Saya suka makan. Number two, why Malaysians are so nice? The other day I was lost and I asked my way and the person actually helped me. If you are lost in Paris, no one will help you. I love Malaysia. And number three, why Malaysians keep saying Malaysia boleh? Is it because we cannot do anything in France? I love Malaysia. Saya suka.
Fascinated by Malaysia. I am. It's in the heart of Southeast Asia, surrounded by poverty, and is a really high functioning, beautiful, how can I put this? It's got the things you expect, like accessibility for wheelchairs and the blind and bicycle paths. It's a country, or at least a city, that clearly planned ahead. Clearly it was planned, and planned really well. You walk 5 minutes and you come to greenery in a big city. You can't say that about London. It's really nice. Wow.
To be honest, I don't think so. Well, I traveled to Vietnam and Cambodia just before that, and you can clearly see the difference between Malaysia and those two other countries. So, but then again, you can also see like the difference between Malaysia and more Western countries like France or whatsoever. So, is it a third world country? I do not have the answer, but I think it's closer to no than yes. So, up to you.
So here today, guys, we are in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, in a beautiful building. I arrived yesterday to Kuala Lumpur, and I want to tell you my first thoughts of Malaysia after only 24 hours. People are very kind here, and for having completed my whole round trip around Southeast Asia, done Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Philippines, Vietnam, I would say that Malaysia has, what's shocking for me, so many cultures in one. I met and I've seen a lot of people from across the world. I've never seen that many people, like from Africa, South America, North America, Europe, all over Australia and Asia. So I was really impressed by first countries that I visit that have so much different culture.
True differences in Malaysia as someone who lives in Europe. Number one, smoking here is not that popular, and it's also not allowed in many places. Even completely open air areas like Big Square have smoking forbidden, which is something you would never see in Europe. The fines can get up to 200 euros if you don't obey, but they used to be even worse. You could actually go to jail for just smoking outside. Number two, most bathrooms here have both regular toilet and also the latrine option, which is just that hole in the ground. This is something you would never see in most countries in Europe, in public or in restaurants. But it makes sense here since it's such a multicultural country. I actually really appreciate that there are both options available. Number three, there are many shops and places here that don't accept card, but they have a payment system where you can pay with a QR code. Even the small street vendors have the QR code available. It works only with specific banks and cards, so most foreigners think they can't use it, but we found a workaround using even our Revolut card. Check out our next video to see how it works.
3 things I bet you didn't know about Penang, Malaysia. 1. Penang is the only state in Malaysia where ethnic Chinese are the majority. I mostly hear Chinese language being spoken in the streets. 2. Georgetown is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's known for being the first place the English colonized in Malaysia, and it still retains a lot of unique architecture and history. For this reason, it attracts many tourists to Penang. 3. Penang is known for being the food paradise of Malaysia that reflects the Chinese, Malay, and Indian cuisines, as well as influences from Thailand. My followers warn me that it's an easy place to gain weight. Have you been to Penang?
Left the health centre and it was actually really successful. So essentially they just said that like you might have an infection, it was just a bit like inflamed.
Yeah, he just said there's no blockage, there's inflammation, here's some anti-inflammatory tablets, here's some, still don't know what the drops are for, and then he gave me some antibiotics because he said it could lead to an infection, so it's better to just eradicate it. I don't really know.
The best part about all of it is that all that medication, the checkup, everything came to 44 ringgit, which is less than a prescription would probably cost you in the UK. It's actually crazy.
Akhirnya, pelancong Eropa sedar bahawa Malaysia bukan seperti negara lain. Malaysia bukan hanya destinasi. Malaysia adalah pengalaman jiwa. Mereka datang sebagai pelancong, tetapi pulang sebagai seseorang yang membawa rasa hormat, rasa kagum, dan rasa rindu pada Malaysia. Dan mereka akui sendiri, Malaysia memang sangat berbeza dengan cara yang paling indah. Jadi bila orang Eropa berkata, Malaysia buat kami rasa sesuatu yang negara lain tidak mampu beri, itulah bukti bahawa Malaysia bukan hanya cantik di mata, tetapi indah di hati. Teruskan bersama Arus Story, tempat di mana kisah Malaysia hidup dan terus meninggalkan kesan yang tak akan dilupakan.
Arus Story, dari lensa dan cerita. Bukan sahaja dihayati, tapi dipelajari.